Sauron's voice was too strong and it drew me right back to Middle-earth. There is an epic adventure waiting, and the next couple of videos we'll be checking out all the rides in this park. We'll be encountering many creatures like Smeagol and Shelob the spider, but also visit magical places like Hobbiton and Erebor. I have worked about 1.5 years on this park, and I would call this my magnum opus. So without further ado, let's dive into this park and start with an exploration coaster of Middle-earth. Let's go! Woo! Those jumps got me hyped. But now, we're going to take a step back and slowly approach the entrance of Middle-earth. As you can hear, the birds are happy that we're here. And I'm happy that we're here as well, because we've been through most of my creations and I saved the best for last, so we'll be visiting Middle-earth the next couple of videos. So in this park, I built one walkway, like a big hike, and as long as you stay on the track, it will bring you along all the rides, and there's a total of 8 rides. 2 of them dark rides, one of them is about Smeagol, the other one is a shooting ride, and then there's a boat ride and 5 coasters. So in the next couple of videos, we'll be staying in Middle-earth and visiting all these rides. And in the B-roll you can see the walkway from the entrance to the first coaster. So this exploration coaster that we're going on now, it brings you all throughout Middle-earth, and you'll see Barad-dûr, which is the Tower of Sauron. But you'll also see Mordor, you'll see parts of Hobbiton, more like the cliff sides. You see Erebor, and there's all sorts of references from the movie into this ride throughout this park really. So if you've seen all the Lord of the Rings movies, you'll see some scenes from the movies back on this ride and throughout the park in the next couple of videos. But you can also decide to just ride this coaster and then you've seen the whole movie. So without further ado, here is the exploration coaster of Middle-earth.
troubles. For Frodo!
Alright, that was the exploration coaster of Middle-earth. Let's go, and I hope you enjoyed that, by the way. Let me know down below in the comments if you enjoyed it and what you liked about it. But let's explore some of the track a little bit, and I'll give you a little bit more detail about what I made and what part of the movie it's from. So you've got all these like massive trees here as well. So here's the entrance of the ride. You come out of here, and then as you follow along here, you go down into like a sort of cave section. And here you've got the Watcher of the Water. That's the first thing that you see from the movies. And the Watcher of the Water is that big, massive water creature that you see pulling the Fellowship into the water after they try to reach Moria, which is the mines of Moria, where the dwarves live. And then you've got this, come up here, you've got this really epic view of, you go down here, but you've got these like little pathways where the hobbits live. So Hobbiton is over the hill on this side, so if you go this way, we'll come all along here in the next videos. But Hobbiton lays there, so that looks like actual Hobbiton. And here I made a place called Hobbit's Cliff. So you've got little hobbit houses that are built inside the cliff, and some of them have like little walkways leading up to the houses. There's a little bit of like, there's a little bigger house here, some like maintenance, and all the way at the bottom here you also have one with a nice garden. So not only do the hobbits live in the little houses, they also live on the cliffside. It's called Hobbit's Cliff. So we make our way through here, and then you start getting all these roots, and this structure here is, they're all roots from this massive ginormous centerpiece tree. You can see the root system that I terraformed. It goes all the way down here, and the coaster's kind of like wrapping around. You can see it here. So this tree used to be the centerpiece. There's another big tree here. The centerpiece of a exploration coaster that I made a long time ago. But that's kind of what this park turned into. Like that exploration coaster I turned into Middle Earth, which is really cool. And then you go in here and then it becomes really dark. Let's make it really dark. And then you've got Mordor. You've got the Black Gate of Mordor. And then you've got Sauron's Tower, which is super cool. I'm so happy with the way this turned out. And then Sauron's Eye, all the way at the top. Keeping an eye out, literally wanting to have the ring. So this is an epic, like, revealing scene in my opinion. Where you've got Smeagol and then Frodo with the ring. And then Sam arriving in Mordor with Mount Doom in the background and the Black Gate. And there's a whole orc army leaving to go to war. Yeah, it's really cool. And then you've got the Stairs of Stirith Ungol, which is those steep stairs that they climb with Smeagol. And they're like sleeping and Smeagol tries to steal the ring kind of thing. If I remember correctly. And here we wrap around and then they lose Smeagol because Smeagol is trying to trick them to go to Shelob, where Sam has to defend Frodo, who's been stung and poisoned by Shelob because of Frodo. And then they kind of like abandon Smeagol. And then you've got this like massive drop all the way down here along Barad-dûr. And then you come up here and then you've got Sam carrying Frodo because Frodo is weak. He can't make it. Sam has to do all that shit. But yeah, the volcano erupts. You go up here to this like little hole. And you've got this epic section along the lava with the coaster track. Then you go here and then you've got, here it turns to day. And you got your first peak to Erebor, which is right here. Big. This is the Lonely Mountain, and there's someone here, but there's a big coaster here, but you'll have to wait to the next video to find out what that's all about. But as you can see, you might get, if you've seen the movies, you might see what it's all about. Erebor, and then this creature here, and then an epic coaster, and some massive statues here as well. But we'll explore all of that. So, ooh, there's more coaster here. I wonder what it could be. And here you've got like a half loop into a corner. Going up here, and then we drop down underneath the roots of this big tree again. And then we go through here. We come up here. And then it turns dark, and then you can see, if you recall, if you've seen the movie, you see these trolls that are turned to stone, and that's from The Hobbit, where I think they chop the trees or like reveal the stones to like light, and then they turn to stone because they've captured all the dwarves in The Hobbit, and they are free to escape. Which is pretty cool. I loved making those. Got some more epic climbing. Go through here. Some more like underground structure with lots of roots. And then we passed that Hobbit's cliff section where I made a little bridge that we cross over. Here, so here goes the coaster, and then we just race over here this way. And then this is kind of where Moria is. There is another coaster. There's a lot of coasters in here, but you can't see them. They're all hidden. And you come up here, and then you've got this like beautiful, beautiful landscape, in my opinion. I mean, look at this. You drop down here, you explore this landscape, and here you've got the guy. I don't remember what his name is. This bear. Let me double check. Yeah, his name is Beorn, and he owns a little like house where he is. And then when they arrive, he can transform into a bear as well as a human. So he's like my little bear that I made. And then we race through like under here. We'll have a look at all of this as well. But yeah, looks really nice. We've got little cows. And then we race through the gate. And we go all the way back to the entrance. On the ground. Yeah. And that is the exploration coaster. Let's zoom out and have an epic overview of Middle Earth. As you can see, it's massive. So there's a coaster here. This is the one that we've just been on here. Then we walk this way. Then here we've got Moria, the mines of Moria. And then we come out here. Then we've got Hobbiton. And here we've got a shooting dark ride. As we are out of there, we go this way, come around this big tree, and then we have Dunharrow Peak, or Dunharrow, the Lonely Mountain, where they go inside the mountain and get that like ghost army to fight for them. That's all in here. There's another coaster in there. Then there's a boat ride here. It goes this way. Here you've got Erebor. There's another coaster here. This one is probably my favorite. And then from Erebor you follow this path alongside here. Then you go inside this hill area. Then here you have another dark ride. And then you cross through Mordor. Through here. And then you come into here. There's a beautiful landscape that I showed you. And as you make your way back, you're back at the start. So there's 1, 2, 3. Oh, here's another. I forgot this coaster. There's another coaster in Hobbiton. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 main attractions. And we've only seen one, and that's an exploration coaster. So in the next episode, we're gonna go to the next ride and maybe do 2. But we'll see how long the video is. So yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this stuff, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more epic Lord of the Rings videos. And also Planet Coaster 2, and I'm planning to make Middle Earth 2. We'll likely do like a building series for Planet Coaster 2, making Middle Earth. So I'm super excited for that. If you want to see more, please, like I said, consider subscribing. Here's another piece of a coaster. Very cool. And with that, I'll see you all in the next video for some more epic adventures. Yeah, in the next video we'll be exploring Moria. So that's gonna be another epic coaster that I worked on very much. See you in the next video, and bye bye.